Heavens, hi everyone. This is Derek, a grateful member of the Faithful Remnant Church. We are the end time church established by Jesus Christ, the Most High True God Himself. And He has appointed His last true Pope to lead us. He is Pope Peter the Last. He and his wife Mary Romanus are the two witnesses spoken of in the Bible, Revelation chapter 11. Jesus Christ, the Most High True God, has given them direct messages from heaven. And they keep on posting them at the website testimonyofthetruewitness.com. Please go to that website and read the words of your Creator and become a member of the Faithful Remnant Church. You see, the Faithful Remnant Church is like being in the university of the Most High True God, because the Most High True God is teaching us so many things that is pertain to this life and even to the fullness of the era of peace which is coming soon. So if you want to enter the fullness of the era of peace which is coming soon, you have to be a student of the Most High True God, and you have to get an A in his exams. You know, the testimony that the Most High True God has given is a test to all the nations. But you know, many people, they come across the testimony and they reject them. They don't even read it so that they will be able to join the Faithful Remnant flock. They reject them because it does not conform to their belief. But the Most High True God is the one speaking through the two witnesses. He's the one providing those messages. So when you reject those messages, it means definitely you are going to get an F. But it is very bad to get an F, because those who are getting F in the Most High True God's exams, they will find their lot in hell. Well, the Faithful Remnant flock, the Most High True God has blessed us so much. He is providing for us. He's giving us all the needed tools to enter into the fullness of the era of peace. So sometimes when things are going on smoothly, we may tend to rely on our own strength. But the Most High True God is telling us that we should not rely on our own strength. Therefore, He sends us more tests so that we pass and enter into the fullness of the era of peace. So when the trials and temptation comes on our way, they are just to guide us through this world so that we make it to the fullness of the era of peace. Now, Pope Peter the Last has given us instructions as to how to persevere on this narrow path. On February 7th, 2016, this is what Pope Peter the Last said. Know that the Most High True God is continuing to provide for all your needs. And even amidst the times that He provides for you, He is permitted to put you all through a test of patience and endurance. Sometimes everything will go wrong. That can, simply because He wants to show you that you can do nothing and accomplish nothing without turning to Him, without His guidance. And when you begin to become self-confident in your own abilities, that is often when He sent a trial to remind you of who your strength really is and where your skills and abilities come from. It is in order to keep you humble that you go through such experience, and also as a teaching tool so that you can learn more about yourself and where you stand in times of trials. The word of Pope Peter the Last. So the Most High True God put us through trials and temptation so that it will shape us, so that we will not rely on our own strength. So whenever trials and temptation comes on our way, we should know that the Most High True God is providing those things so that it will help us come back on track. Because we have to humble ourselves. When pride comes in, then tests and trials will come on our way so that it will shape us back on track. But you know, before we will be able to overcome all these trials and temptation, we have to rely on the Most High True God. We should ask the true Holy Spirit to guide us. And we can also ask Saint Michael, the Archangel, because he has one of the title, Help in Times of Trials. So when we ask Saint Michael to help us, he's also going to help us in our times of trials. We can ask the Blessed Virgin Mary, when all trials come on our way, to intercede for us. And you know, when you pray under the title, Queen of the Help or in times of trials, he's going to ask Saint Michael to help us. No, we should persevere and know that all the trials and temptation that comes on our way, the Most High True God brings them to us so that it shapes us to the fullness of the era of peace. Let's continue to persevere on this narrow path, and the Most High True God will bless us. Now, those who are not members of the Faithful Remnant Church, I will entreat you to go to the website testimonyofthetruewitness.com. Follow the instructions at the Holy Water and Sacrament page. Become a member of the Faithful Remnant Church. Use the Blessed Holy Water. Contact the two witnesses who are lecturers so that you also join this Faithful Remnant flock. Then that you are on your way to get an A to enter into the fullness of the era of peace. May the Most High True God be with us as we do all His will. Amen.